to the MC Motorsports SimStock Series. Michigan action for 25 laps with a full field of 30 cars here at the Michigan International Speedway. It's going to be time to get qualifying underway. How exciting is it here tonight? 25 laps, kind of quick, but it is Michigan, a bigger track. To about 40-second lap times or so here around Michigan International Speedway. It's a part of the SimStock Return Special, the second race of the summer for SimStock. And then we are back with the nighttime racing here for this Sunday night. The NASCAR Cup Series was at Michigan earlier today, and we are now on the sim with the street stocks as Kendon Weaver, who will make his debut tonight in the 23, gets on the racetrack. Matthew Courtney making his debut once as well tonight there in that machine. Brian Post in the 64 making his debut as well, I believe, in the SimStock Series. Kai Hall also making his debut. Look at all these brand new names. Nolan Crane, though, the most recent winner in the Street Stock Michigan combo. You see him in the thumbnail spinning across the line. That was a wild finish, one of the best ever in SimStock history. He makes a return. Cannon Vaughn, who came oh so close in that one finish in the thumbnail. You can also see him spinning in the grass. Gonna be looking to get at it once again. Justin Wallace is back, a regular in SimStock. John Colmorgan also making a return to the series as well. Keith Ingram, you could argue the best SimStock driver of all time so far. Gonna be my favorite for the pole at least here, and a great competitor for the win in the 01. Zayden Cortinas, the first ever SimStock winner, which was with this car track combo. Back in when that race only had like 5 cars though. But he is back. Josh Kenyon, who's also only done like one SimStock race, is also back and ready to go in his iconic number 27 street stock machine. Aiden Aravalo in this 09, I believe, has done a race with us before. But he is back once again. Wyatt Youngblood. I mean, these are all familiar names, but I just don't remember if they've done races before. Nolan McClurg in the 28. Great to see Nolan McClurg here making his debut. Patrick Connell even back tonight here, making his return to SimStock. It's been a while. He hasn't raced. Well, he did race that one night. That was actually the most recent full night of SimStock. This will be a one-night race once again here tonight. Getting a little loose is that number 10. This might be a rough lap for old Patrick Connell. Nick Agricoli back. He has done some racing here in SimStock. He's back. Landon Slagan, a SimStock winner, I believe, at Auto Club. By the way, these cars are running the Auto Club / California setup. So this could be a good opportunity for Landon Slagan. Gavin Smith, he just bought Michigan specifically for the purpose of this race. So Gavin Smith, watch out for him. Kai Hall ends up 8th on the boards as of this moment. Cannon Vaughn ends up in the 5th place spot. Zayden Cortinas now on the racetrack. Jackson Cottingham back in his classic machine as well. And here we got Levi Leip, who's also making a return to the series. One of the first ever SimStock winners. Mini stock at Texas, he was the winner of. One of our first ever races. And he's came close. Besides that, Wyatt Blair, our most recent SimStock winner with the mini stocks at Legacy Charlotte. So watch out for Wyatt Blair. I talked with him earlier, and he said he thinks he's going to be able to go back-to-back and continue the summer momentum. Zayden Cortinas, as you can see, has jumped up to the 6th place spot. Well, I'm going to go to the bathroom, and we'll be back for racing. Let's watch Wyatt Blair finish it up. zeroth caution is out, but it's Josh Kenyon who is on the pole for this one. So I am now going to talk to the drivers, so we can hear what, so they can understand the rules and stuff. All right, guys, we got SimStock race, actually second SimStock race of our summer edition special here. It is going to be interesting to see what happens here. But we got a lot of new names once again, but a lot of familiar names as well. Everyone, just be clean and respectful here. To be honest, SimStock, it's been rough. It's been rough hosting this recently, just because of the bad driving, the mistakes that are being made. I understand we can make mistakes, but the poor driving, the over-aggressive racing. Like, let's just have fun. Let's just have a good time here, or I'm gonna start banning people. Don't take my word for it, but we're showing no mercy tonight on the kicking people for wrecks. So let's be respectful when it comes to that. Everyone has a fast repair. Go in the restart zone, control car. No jump in the start, or you will also get banned right away. We're live on YouTube at MC Motorsports. Live on YouTube at MC Motorsports. So make sure you tune in and watch this one back. Everyone, yeah, just be clean, respectful. No need to intentionally wreck, or I will just ban you. Like, just, you know, it just makes things look bad if you're intentionally wrecking people under caution. Just wait, you know, we already got cars wrecking, so we'll have to look at that. But just, you know, be respectful here, all right? Or I will ban anyone involved. So let's just have a good 25 lap street stock Michigan race. It's an easy car. It's full throttle. These things are going 100 mile an hour less than a NASCAR, or 50, 60, 75. Should be simple. So let's do it. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. With that being said, it is time to get racing here. And we actually do not have a full field of cars. I ain't gonna be disappointed about that, but we had a full field, a lot of people left. So it ends up being a standard SimStock race, which is perfectly fine. We are getting ready to go green flag racing here. Josh Kenyon on the pole. And as you can see, Kendon Weaver in the 23 already has front damage. There was an incident. You already see a couple cars with damage. At the tail of the field, 25 laps underway. Josh Kenyon and Brian Post are your top two, your front row winners. And here's Keith Ingram in the 01 pushing Josh Kenyon. Got debris on the racetrack right there, right off the bat. Zayden Cortinas through the middle early on, and that's McClurg in the 28 making his debut in that Dr. Pepper 28 machine up the racetrack. Oh, you see Zayden Cortinas trying to find places to go, trying to find maneuvers to make. Keith Ingram all over Josh Kenyon. Josh Kenyon's going to be tough to beat. You see Kai Hall in the 60 nearly getting into Landon Slagan. A good wide look at the field. This must have been a pretty big wreck back here under caution. And once we get our first caution, we'll have to look back at it because there are cars with damage everywhere. Keith Ingram to the inside of Josh Kenyon. What a move. Josh Kenyon opens the door, and Keith Ingram going to take advantage of the opportunities. Oh, McClure getting into the number 27 car. It's going to get tough here. Cars trying to let each other back up on the racetrack. Matt Post, an uncomfortable push from Josh Kenyon. Going to move him up to the third lane. Now Zayden Cortinas has to go somewhere. Kai Hall contact with Landon Slagan. McClurg in the 28 pushing 3x3. This Auto Club California setup allows for good 3-wide racing for the whole time. You see Matt Post, Brian Post. Yeah, this guy's real name is Brian Post. His Irish name is Matt Post. I prefer to say Matt Post because it rolls off the tongue better. We got to call him by his real name. Oh, and there it goes. The number 64, Patrick Connell, could also get collected hard in the wall, and it's going to bring out our first caution of the race. Jackson Cottingham involved. Here we got the Matt Reek machine in the number 2 collected. Number 29 machine also involved. That's Carter Casey in his debut. You see a lot of destroyed race cars. Patrick Connell already looks like gonna tow it, unless he already disconnected from the session. Yep, Patrick Connell already got a destroyed race car. And let's see what took place here. I believe Kai Hall gets into the 64, but we'll have to see, is it kickable? Y'all heard me on the stream earlier. We're going to be banning people for this stupid stuff like this. Just kind of drives right into him, pushes him up the racetrack. Hard to tell if Matt Post came down or not. So I don't know if it's going to be a full race ban. But Zayden Cortinas, nope, we got hard impacts on the wall. Let's take a look at this better. Matt Post, Zayden Cortinas, Landon Slagan, they all get in the wall hard. That's hard. A very kind of slow wreck back down the track into Jackson Cottingham. Numerous cars collected in this one. And watch the 29 here, because I want to see what happened under pacing. 29's got damage from pace lap incidents. It looks like we saw some spinning earlier, but we also saw more problems here. So let's go with Jackson Cottingham and see. Got cars around in the back. That's Wyatt Youngblood. We got the 09 making his way through. And right here, the 23. Things get weird here. Oh, ends up being Jackson Cottingham who turns him around. Drives right into him, turns him around. Oh, Matt Reek, some great avoidance. Unacceptable behavior right there, right off the bat. And the number 23 car has to take a fast repair already in the early going of this race. Matt Post with a fresh new car. Patrick Connell in the number 10 is destroyed. And is getting that thing towed, and we'll have to hope for some cautions to get back on the lead lap. And we got the number 09 of Aiden Arevalo here in the grass. See, this is what I mean when I'm telling these guys, like, just, you know, take it serious, don't do stupid stuff. Like, I know it's just trolling and being a little funny, thinking these people think they're funny going in the grass under pacing. Nah, you're not. Like, just looks ridiculous. I might just ban that, honestly, really. I know it's not a big deal, you know, but it's just kind of, you know what I mean? Some of y'all know what I mean. Like, it's not a big deal, but, like, let's have some respect for the state of the series. Well, how about Gavin Smith, already up here in the top 5? Just bought the racetrack. Patrick Connell is back on the racetrack here. And he is going to be multiple laps down. But I believe if he gets one caution, he will be back on the lead lap with the ability to get laps back. When we got cars around, that's Aiden Arevalo in the 09. It was just driving out of line here. Let's see what happened. Yeah, I mean, if any of these guys who are doing these trollish behaviors under these cautions, if they cause a wreck under green, they're just going to be kicked. Because we already know how they are, you know. Josh Kenyon. Unbelievable. Making his return. I mean, he raced one of the first 10 SimStock races and never came back, but he is back and has led everything so far. I don't even know how he got the lead back after the events that transpired earlier on when Keith Ingram got to his inside. But the green flag is back in the air. A lot of cars already with fast repairs, and Levi Light thinks he can just jump the restart. I don't even know how to black flag people. Thinks he can go all the way to the lead with that move. And back underway. Aiden Arevalo on the inside. Look at this, 5 wide. A&R ball on the inside of 20, and McClure gets into Keith Ingram. At some point, Levi Lipe and the 29 machine, both of them who jumped the restart, will have to go into the pits and serve a penalty, or they will be kicked. Yeah, probably getting cleared, but the penalty's given, and the rules state, got to serve the penalty. Look at this, Pack Racing 4 wide all the way through. Look at this, 4 wide. I don't know how Levi Lipe is going to get into the pits from up there, but he's going to have to find a way. You see Josh Kenyon on the inside. The 28 going to get turned in front of the field. Spinning sideways into the inside. Wyatt Blair collected. Back up the racetrack. The caution is going to wave. And kind of saves a couple of those guys, because those guys who got black flagged will actually just have to go to the end of the line on the restart, so they are going to be all right. Oh, Cole Morgan nearly into the 28 car. Man, I don't know. This setup might just be the cause of the problems. It's kind of hard, I guess, when you're 5 wide and stuff, but let's see what happened. Really, I don't know here. I mean, there's just kind of guys going for it here. Josh Kenyon, he's got his lane. The 18's got his lane. It's kind of hard to tell. 28 comes down. It's a hard one to pin a blame on. The 28's just sideways in front of everyone here. Ends up spinning around right in front of the field, and a lot of guys get involved. The 18 of Agricoli, Nolan Crane involved, Wyatt Blair, Jackson Cottingham, John Colmorgan, Kai Hall involved again, and even Matthew Courtney gets a piece of it in the 17 car. John Colmorgan hits the inside wall right here, hard in the wall, right into that inside wall. Patrick Connell able to make his way through, and he was all the way in the back, just taking it easy, waiting for a caution, waiting for an opportunity. Landon Slade, and you see blinking out here is Patrick Connell, so kind of an unfortunate situation for the broadcast purposes. Let's go on board with someone else. Right there you see the car sideways, and Wyatt Blair gets on the brakes. See, this is a tough situation right here. This is a tough situation. We know what Wyatt Blair's thinking right here. You know, you're seeing spin into the inside, right? And usually the cars spin, they go up the track, so Wyatt's just, he don't want to go up there. He thinks these guys are going to overcorrect up there. He ends up spinning, and from him coming back up the racetrack, collects about 3 other cars or something like that. And we still got cars in the pits here. This is kind of the biggest problem, I think, with this series, and it's the fact that we spend all this time under caution, you know. We spend all this time under caution. And, you know, it's just, we probably could start speeding the process up here. 17 car destroyed. I'm pretty sure he was collected in the first crash, so that will probably be the end of his race unless he nurses it around. Patrick Connell is back on the lead lap. How about that? And who else we got a black flag? We see Matt Post getting spun. We'll have to take a look back at that. Matt Post gets turned. By who? Oh. We see here some tempers flaring. And I'm just going to get Ryan Post out here because that's ridiculous. Just brake checking Jackson Cottingham. Right in the driver's meeting we said no, none of that crap. And they're still doing it, so we get them out. Lipe and Casey, if you look back, you got black flag for jumping the recent start. That is the reason. No one served their penalty under green, so we give it to you on the caution flag, and those guys are going to the back. Josh Kenyon still leading here, and Keith Ingram would have saved early on, but Gavin Smith up to second. Patrick Connell back on the lead lap in the number 10 machine. That is an MC Motorsports paint scheme. It is not an MC Motorsports rider. We do not operate the team. in the series, because we are not like Penske and IndyCar. The owner does not own a team in the own series. Really think about that for a second in IndyCar, just how stupid that is. I mean, let's think about it for a second. I mean, that is unbelievable. That's something. That is something. That's why we don't do it here in the SimStock series. Well, Jackson Cottingham, with damage from Brian Post's shenanigans, is now going to be up in the 8th spot with a damaged car. That car probably won't be going much of anywhere here. And when I black flag light case, they just need to go to the back. They don't need to drop to the tail of the field. Well, Levi is, but they really don't need to be so far back. They can be at the tail of the pack. And so far, everyone getting going in orderly fashion here. Levi Light. Oh, what the heck is this? John Colmorgan just jumping the restart completely here. He's going to get removed. And back here, Levi Light didn't learn his lesson. Jumping on the line again, but he ultimately drops back. We'll let him be that time. No harm was done. And they're 4 wide in the back. Oh! They're piling it up in the wall! Oh my goodness. A vicious crash. Multiple cars collected. Kai Hall, multiple cars. Multiple cars involved. All of a sudden, cars are spitting out and piling into the outside wall. Turns out Courtney did have a fast repair, so he's able to make it through this one. And Zayden Cortinas, a tough return. He might be out of the race now. He's collected in just about every wreck so far. It'll be a quick yellow. See John Colmorgan right there just jumping the start. Very uncharacteristic. That guy usually is a good fella here. So he might have just been confused that time, but we'll see who caused this, because whoever caused this could be problematic. End up maybe going 5 wide. Oh, I think it was McClurg in the 28 car who might have just right hooked everyone there. Like, just hooked the wheel right. Let's go inside the car, and let's go inside and see what happened. Oh. Yeah, this is an unfortunate situation. He didn't mean it. He didn't mean to do it. He just wasn't aware of that. I guess they were 4 wide. And right there, he makes a move to the outside. And we'll end up getting an L5 for that one. That's just unacceptable. Look at the cars. Matt Reek, Zayden Cortinas, Jackson Cottingham. Kai Hall was even spinning in this one. Just destroyed all those cars right there. For what, too, you know? For absolutely nothing right there. Keith Ingram gets the lead from Josh Kenyon on this restart. You know, this is actually fun being a little bit more persistent. I've never been like this in SimStock. Kicking people like the rate I am right now. It's pretty fun, actually. And this, the only way we could have this series run properly is if we do stuff like this. Well, let me get in the call, because some people aren't understanding what we mean here. Please stay in line until you cross the start-finish line. Levi Light. Just stay in line. Just stay in line until the start-finish line. That's. I know we haven't done that in the past. That's a new rule. Cars must stay in line unless there's clearly someone going slow. All right, like. Or we will black flag. If you get a black flag under green, do a drive-through in the pits. And if it gets cleared, it doesn't matter because we're clearing anyway. Josh Kenyon is a real funny fella, guys. He really is, though. He really is. And he said, just like NASCAR, making up rules on the spot. That is right. That is just kind of made up right on the spot with that one. So we'll see if everyone follows here this time. We see Zayden Cortinas actually is a fast repair, so good for him to continue with the race. And this time everything's, oh, the 23 of Weaver. Getting loose in a straight line. And now getting into Wyatt Youngblood down there. It's aggressive racing all the way through. Keith Ingram with the lead. Nick Agricoli in the 18 with tons of damage on that car, and I think he has a fast repair, maybe. But if not, he just hasn't used it yet, and you better get that on right now. He ain't going anywhere. Well, that machine. Gavin Smith just not clear of Keith Ingram. Josh Kenyon just not clear of Gavin Smith. And Gavin Smith into the door of Josh Kenyon. Oh! Settle down here, fellas. Keith Ingram gonna be hanging on to the lead. No! Gavin Smith to the inside. Holy freaking crap. Oh! Oh no! Oh, there they go. Josh Kenyon. Oh, we got one flipping. Aiden Aravalo up. Nearly up and over. We got the 18 going upside down. Is he gonna flip? Flip him over, Josh. Get him over. Oh, is he gonna flip? Oh, he's gonna stay on all four wheels. Now, why am I cheering? Because we have, I think, only like one flip in a street stock in this series. They both get on their side. That right there is one of the biggest wrecks we've seen in the SimStock series. Cars are destroyed left and right. Holy. Oh my goodness. Take a look at this, Gavin Smith. What are you doing, man? I'm not being mean, by the way. I just don't. Yeah, I can't really commentate for these people. You know, I gotta be a commentator, not a driver. But maybe he got pushed up by Keith Ingram. I just don't think so. I feel like he wants to get back up the racetrack, but for what? You know, there's no rush. So he's good. Yeah, he just drove up there. Keith Ingram now gets the inside back, and he's not even clear. Clears himself off the nose of Aiden Aravalo, and watch Kendon Weaver. This is not even it is the 23's fault, but it's not penalizable. He's trying to avoid situations up there with that. Look at everyone gets turned here. Landon Slagan gets turned. Nolan Crane has to try to avoid. Look at the 09. Tire hops, gets completely on his side, but doesn't flip over. Wyatt Blair, that might be the end of his race. That is one of the most violent wrecks we've had in SimStock history. Now watch the 18. Gets up in the air, and they just couldn't get him upside down. It was just too tough of a situation here. Look at Kai Hall. Great avoidance right there. Not how Wyatt Blair wanted this one to go. He took a hard hit in this one. He was all the way back here when this even happened. And just watch this impact here. Landon Slagan comes up the track. Bam! Man. I know it's just a game, but it still hurts to watch. I can't believe this wreck. Just watch the 09 tire hop, the 27, get on his side. Patrick Connell. Watch this. He's in the worst place for a wreck to happen. Somehow he makes it through. Wyatt Youngblood around. Look at that. Matthew Courtney spinning. Oh! He did get collected. But I think it was a netcode deal. I don't think there's damage to that 10 machine. There is a little bit, a little dent. I'm not even sure how he managed to get collected in that. Oh, yeah, there's really nowhere he could go, I guess. And he could have slowed down. He could have slowed down, and he is now in the pits. So what a heartbreaking situation for Patrick Connell, who made it through the wreck, was going to restart in the top 5, but ends up needing to get repairs, and will start at the tail of the field. And you hate it for Josh Kenyon as well. Watch his view of this. This is really unfortunate. Gavin Smith comes up the racetrack, and Josh thought he made it right here, but then all of a sudden, nowhere he could go. He's got a car. 2 cars were up on top of Josh Kenyon in this wreck. Look at that. And let's ride on board with Wyatt Blair in this one. He's the one who took the hits. Oh, you can literally see that. I mean, it gives me the chills here. I mean, you can see him. You can see him turn the wheel, try to go somewhere, but there's just nowhere to go. You know, and he's trying to avoid it. There's nowhere to go. Well, look at that. He's got a fresh new car, which means he had a fast repair save. So great saving like there. Great saving right there. Patrick Connell is still bent up a bit. I don't know. Maybe personally, I probably would have stayed out. I don't know if the repairs are going to do much in that situation. Wyatt Youngblood And it's 1 to green, and just like that, Kindon Weaver is at the front of the field. Gavin Smith will receive a penalty. Just a tail of the field penalty for those actions there. It's just unfortunate. Talk about the lights being too bright. I mean, you finally get up front, and, you know, all of a sudden, there you go to the, you know, wrecking around for no reason. He had the perfect spot. He just came up too early. And even if he was clear, guess who was going to be on his inside? Keith Ingram was going to be right there anyway. So it's a confusing situation here. Someone just blinked out really bad, I think. Patrick Connell won't even be able to catch up for the restart. But it is going to be a restart here. That is what is going to happen. A restart will take place. And it's going to be Keith Ingram who will be starting them out. Green is back in the air. Back underway. Keith Ingram with the lead, man. He's disappointed he didn't make the previous SimStock race. And Levi Leib looking for a place to go. Look, he's got Zayden Cortinas right there as well. Josh Kenyon to the inside here. It's risky passing there down below that white line. People don't like that. If you spin someone there, it's going to be bad for you. And now they're 3 wide, and it's, oh, Levi Leib, where is he going? He gets into Zayden Cortinas' left rear wheel and almost spins him right around, which would have been another wreck. Either way, the wrecks have been pretty appealing to watch, though. It hasn't been, like, terrible. The wrecks have been satisfying, so that's good. Josh Kenyon up to 5th right away. Look at that. That's unreal. Josh Kenyon up to the 5th place position right away after that restart. And that's just for making that inside move. And he dives down inside of Levi Leib. This is just incredible to watch guys like Josh like that. These really talented racers make those moves, and he's going to go all the way to the lead. Oh, my goodness. How are we letting this happen? Josh just passed everyone on below the white line, and it's legal. It's not bad. It's a perfect move, and he gets all the way to the lead for a brief moment. And look at that. It's the clean cars versus the damaged cars. The whole back of the pack, nowhere to go. And look at that. Zayden Cortinas leaves the inside open there. Look at what Josh did. He just cut right down and just made that move. That's exactly what you got to do if you're Josh Kenyon, or if you're any car in that situation, like Carter Casey in the 29 machine. You got to go right down there. Right next to turn 4, you got to cut right down. Oh, Kindon Weaver gets up the racetrack right there. How about Matt Reek hitting in there in the 7th position right behind this whole field. 5 to go. Josh trying to block. Oh, no. Buddy. Oh, but he actually gets saved by Keith Ingram. And now, no. Keith Ingram is passing him. We're 4 wide all of a sudden for the lead. 4 wide for the lead, 4 wide for second. Keith Ingram sideways, gonna get into Cortinas. Gonna get back into Levi Leib, and he's still sideways. Keith Ingram's chances at a win are over if Gavin Smith doesn't push him. He does. It isn't over for Keith Ingram yet. How about Justin Wallace running a hell of a race in that 75 machine? This is great for Justin Wallace, usually getting wrecked in these, and he has made it. I don't even know if he's used fast repair yet, so he's in a good spot. There's 4 laps to go. The laps are ticking away. How about Carter Casey in his debut in SimStock, getting pushed by the other driver making his debut? That would be Kindon Weaver. Matt Reek sideways right behind. Josh Kenyon's getting pushed. Is he clear? Just barely not clear, but that outside is preferred. The outside gets the run. It's always in front. And I knew Josh Kenyon would be tough to beat in this race, and look at how it's playing out. It's Josh Kenyon. Look at Kindon Weaver looking to the inside. Just didn't have enough of a run. If you're these guys, you got to do something different. And that's where Zayden Cortinas goes. It's going to spin the 33 around right in front of the pack. Oh, Matthew Courtney spins and Nolan Crane is collected. But we stay green because it is just a small little wreck. Back up front, it's a 3-car battle. Kindon Weaver up front, Zayden Cortinas. What are you doing? Kindon Weaver with the lead. Oh, Josh Kenyon gets moved up the racetrack, and his hopes are dwindling away at a victory. Actually, no, he's, oh, Keith Ingram. Keith Ingram making the moves, but they got to be made. He's going to be put in the grass. No, Kenyon, no, not the move you got to make there. They spin around. It's a two-car wreck. It's good enough to stay green. It's only a two-car wreck. We stay green in the race. Weaver's race is over. Keith Ingram's race is over. And Carter Casey leaves the inside for Josh Kenyon. They're going to make it back to the white flag. Oh, whoa. Josh Kenyon. Little feisty, wasn't happy last lap with Carter Casey getting into him. And now Josh is in prime position to get his first SimStock win. He's won in NR Night in America. He's won in Rebel Valley Sim Club. He has not won in SimStock just yet. Justin Wallace in a position. It's the white flag. Oh, no, our cameras. Carter Casey leading this race. Zayden Cortinas, where are you going? He's trying to do anything he can. Oh, Justin Wallace, where do you go? What moves do you make? Down the back straightaway for the final time. Justin Wallace, Zayden Cortinas still trying to make a move. Carter Casey's got to be blocking. Into the final corner. Josh Kenyon with a huge shove. Carter Casey nearly gets spun. It's gonna be a drag race to the line. Coming to the start-finish line. At the line, it's gonna be, oh, Carter Casey victorious in the MC Motorsports SimStock Series, your own from Fort Walton Beach, Florida. Gonna get his first career SimStock win, rebounding from a penalty earlier on in the race. A penalty, that is, for jumping the start. And he don't even know the rules because he's brand new, so he had to overcome all of that and get the win in what might have been the closest SimStock finish. One of them at least. Carter Casey gets it done. How about that? It's going to be Carter Casey, Josh Kenyon, Justin Wallace, career best, Zayden Cortinas, and Matt Rieker, top 5, with Gavin Smith, Patrick Honorable, Kai Hall getting an 8th place. Matthew Courtney still getting a top 10. Keith Ingram, top 10 after all that, by only 100th of a second over Wyatt Youngblood. 3-wide photo finish for 10th. And Carter Casey burns it down, and he'll love to watch back after this, and I don't even know if he's in the Discord, so I don't know if we will hear from him or not. But Carter Casey gets the win here at Michigan. It was a fun race. It's the funnest I've had broadcasting in a long time here. Good signs for the SimStock Series. Look at this, burning it down in victory lane. Boy, I hope this fella returns to the SimStock Series because this guy has got some good skills. Zayden Cortinas with the push. He tried to wreck this guy 6 different times, but ultimately failed. And Josh Kenyon, so close. So close. I've beat Josh in photo finishes. He's beat me in photo finishes before, and it's just tough to see that happen by that much. Watch Justin here. Justin does what he can in the 75 to win the race, but it's so hard when you're on the inside like that. Justin Wallace unable to make a move when it came down to it right in that portion. I think he's pushed Josh to the finish line, though. If he didn't, that's where Josh might have lost it. They're just locked on right now, though. Both lanes pushing each other. Carter Casey getting that outside momentum. Like I said literally a couple minutes ago, oh, I think Justin got shoved by Zayden Cortinas. And there he does push him. And, ooh, I don't know. This is going to be a tough one to look back on because, I missed it. This is going to be a tough one to look back on because right here we look at it in slow motion. Yeah, I don't know. I think Josh had to make that door, so I'm wondering if Josh didn't do that if he would have won, but I think that's the move he had to make to give him a chance. Maybe a little earlier if he did that. But what a finish to the line. None of these cars even wrecked. That's what's incredible to me. None of these cars spun under that last lap. It ends up being the 29 machine of Carter Casey victorious in SimStock. How about that? Either way, we move on to the next night, which will be, who knows when. It might not even be a night. It might be an afternoon or morning race. But it was fun to race here tonight in SimStock with a quick 25 lap. Absolute great race here in this one with Carter Casey in his first career SimStock start, getting the win from Fort Walton Beach, Florida, victorious in the SimStock series. Gavin Smith, happy to see him still recover and have a solid run because, he bought the track just for this, so it's still good he was in position. But what if he didn't make that move earlier? Gotta wonder. Either way, we will see quick if Carter Casey is in the Discord so we could talk to him. Fellas, my good fellas in the chat, there is going to be no second race tonight. Carter Casey is not with us. Carter Casey, got places to go and people to see. That is why we are not going to be able to continue the participation of SimStock tonight. Patrick Connell, Josh Kenyon, desperate for another race. Oh boy, do we do it? Do we do another race tonight? Oh, the temptations are there with these people. They are giving us an opportunity to return SimStock for one extra race tonight. How about Justin Wallace getting a third place finish? Story of the night right there. Wow. Who we got? Oh, everyone's saying yes. Everyone's saying yes. Everyone is saying yes to another brand new SimStock race. Holy freaking crap. Do we do it, guys? Do we do it, guys? 8:15 my time. Do we do it? Man, get this Michael guy out of my chat. Get out of the chat. All right, what time is it? 8:15. Put the session up. It'll be 8:17. Practice for 5 minutes. 8:22. Give us 8:30. Give us only like 2 minutes to do a race. Ah! Ah! Aaron May, where the hell are you in these races, man? Aaron May is what I call a real one, fellas. He's what I call a real one. Holy crap, Mini's Indy. Oh, Indianapolis with a mini stock or a street stock. That traumatizes me from the Rebel Valley race that me and Cameron face choked. Oh boy, don't even get me started on that. 20 laps. That's like a 40-minute race. Patrick Connell says, it's summer. You got nowhere to be. Well, what about the Connell household? Nah, we'll be there another night. 20 laps, mini stock Indy. Josh Kenyon. I'm a real one. Holy crap. If you think about it, Josh Kenyon is an OG. He's racing that guy since day one, really. Even back when he was Josh Williams. This damn stream chart of viewers tonight looks like frickin' stocks. I mean, it's just going up. There is literally demand for another race. Look at the chat. Look at the viewers. We're reaching record numbers here. Record numbers for racing tonight. Record numbers. Nick Agricoli, I thought he was in the Discord. Here he is just joining. Aaron May joined. That's great to see. Well, the chat has died. I think everyone just left. Holy crap. Well, with that, we might have to stop right here when it comes to racing tonight. Michael, good. You've caused more pain for my race team and our race than any other driver the last 1 month. Yes, Patrick, it is made. Our number 84 real-life mini-stock car does exist on iRacing. Not to the public yet, but it's made. We'll be getting it soon. Send. You know what's disappointing? MC Motorsports teammate in real life, Cole Trudeau, not able to make it tonight to the racetrack here at Michigan International Speedway. Neither was Brad Cmejla. We hate to see that. We hate that. Wish to have all those fellas here with us. But it's tough, you know. It's tough to have people like that in the race. Everyone mad at me. Everyone mad when they race because apparently, according to people, I call the cautions differently when my dad's in the race. That's what they say when they're just mad. Ain't that right? Let's see. Where's the Race Pictures channel? We're going to post it right here. Because we had some great moments. Usually I don't take pictures of the races, but we had some incredible moments here tonight. Some great wrecks. I'm going to take pictures of every damn event tonight. Every single thing that happened here. Every wreck was photograph worthy. Man, Levi Leip. What is Levi Leip doing tonight, guys? Jumping the restart and stuff. Brian Post. How does he think he's going to race in this series without getting banned? You know what I mean? Like, all the stuff this guy does in Rebel Valley. And he thinks he's going to operate here without getting banned? Already he's brake checking people, and I just ban him. Put the W's in the chat. No offense, Brian Post. Honestly, I like Brian Post a lot. Honestly, I can't think of a time I've had a problem with him on the racetrack when it was directly me, but appreciate that, Brian Post. But either way, he caused problems here. He gets banned. That's how it went. Watching the replays of some of these wrecks. And I don't know what iRacing did, but they made wrecks look a lot better. You know what I mean? Like, everything looks great on this game. We had some big-time wrecks tonight, though. And action-packed images are coming your way in the Race Pictures channel in our Discord. If you're brand new here, be sure to join the Discord. We got action-packed pictures being posted right now in the Discord server. Capturing all the instances from the night. And just hold on, we're leaving everyone hanging on a second race. I don't like that. Hold on, guys. We'll be coming to a decision shortly. Oh my gosh. That second caution, Matt Reek had quite the avoidance. Completely missed it. Matt Reek had a great race. Hopefully he wins soon. Gotta appreciate Matt Reek for what he does for the Rebel Valley community and the SimStock community and everything. Gotta appreciate him. What a guy. Pretty sure he gave me money to make. I think he funded some sessions once. Holy crap! That is unbelievably. We are thankful for that. Same with Eric Warwick. Also gave some money. Hey, if anyone wants to sponsor the real life car, though, that's something that we're desperate for money for. Feel free. Reach out. iRacing gave me no angles for the third caution when McClurg just right hooked everyone. No good pictures of that one, unfortunately, but we're still gonna post them. Matt Reek was collected in that one. Hate to see it. Zayden Cortinas too. Josh, if you're listening, that was incredible. The moves that you were making after that one restart to get all the way to the lead, passing below the white, was insane. People just kept opening up to you. It's funny how it all works. Like, you know, everyone just gives it to people. It's like Daniel Mosteller winning races. How many times are we gonna have people move out of the way for him? It seems like, you know. Daniel Mosteller also has not raced SimStock in quite a long time, and we hate to see it. But he's got things to do. He's got other iRaces to do, so we understand. Good pictures of what Aiden Arvala was almost upside down here. And then Nick Agricoli getting upside down almost. That is funny. That was a top tier wreck in this series. Michael Good, if you're watching, dude, look back on all the streams and make best SimStock crashes, like just the best wrecks where the like most crazy stuff happened. That would be great. Michael Good though. On the track, I hate that guy, but off the track, I love him because he makes all the compilations, the voice screams, and the uncut videos, and appreciate him for that because those are fun to watch. Well, if I've never had people beg for another SimStock race like this before, so when we do have the next one, if we can't get a second one here, we're happy that the passion and love for the SimStock series is back. I got all the pictures I needed, pretty sure, right there, so I will leave the session right now. All right, chat. What have people been saying? What have people been saying here? Former MC driver manager of the race. Current, actually, technically. We got Zayden Cortinas part-time in Rebel Valley Sim Club. Oh, hell no. If you do another race, I will text him to get on. I'm assuming you're talking about Daniel Mosteller. For the good of the series, no offense, Demos, I don't think we can have you race here because every time Demos has raced here, except once, it's been him winning. No offense, but that just it's kind of tough for the other drivers, you know, if they're not good enough. All right, fellas. What are we saying? Indianapolis Motor Speedway with the mini stocks. Mini stocks at a Legends Oval, a quarter-mile racetrack. Michael Good just admitting he don't got money right there. That's tough. Zayden Cortinas, fix your damn YouTube profile picture. You are not looking like that in your profile picture. Change it to iRacing or something. Whoa, Gavin Smith. I never confirmed anything here. Holy crap. Getting way ahead of ourselves. Ghost posting. I'm sorry, I don't even know who you are in the series. Josh, we did mini stock Legacy Daytona last time. It was the worst thing ever graced the SimStock series. You could argue it put us on a break for a month. I don't mean to be disrespectful to Ghost posting. I just never seen you in the chat. God. Mini stock Irwindale figure 8. Josh, gotta think about this. How many people have Irwindale at this? With a jump? What? I know you ain't lying. Figure 8 jump! When and how long has this been in the game for? There is a figure 8 jump in Irwindale. I never knew that was possible. Why is that? It says dirt road for Irwindale figure 8. Is it really a dirt track? I guess it is. Aiden Aravalo. Aravalo. Is that how you say that last name? Confirm with that. And Aiden stopped driving in the grass on the pace laps. It's not appreciated. Landon Slagan doesn't even have rolls. Oh my gosh. I'm looking at the Rebel Valley server. Still, why does he not have rolls in there? Let's fix that. Mateo Mitchell is in the voice tab, but didn't race. Boy, no idea how disappointed that is. Aravalo. Aiden Aravalo. I said it. I ain't gonna lie, that's a cool ass name. That is awesome. I love saying that. So, yeah. I don't think Bristol would be good with these cars. I've done it before. You can't pass or do anything, so. Darlington, no one owns it. Someone find me a Legends, you know, Legend car, a little Legends car. Find me a super speedway or mile and a half setup. I had one and I lost it, and we were gonna run it one day, but I was gonna do it tonight, but I lost it. Some random gave it to me. Some random gave it to me. Oh, bro. All right.